Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video from your favorite YouTuber, Gello. This is not my usual content, even though I don't really know what my usual content is anymore because it's been 8 months. But regardless, I'm back. I actually shouldn't say that nor promise that. But I'm making this video. I was originally going to private it and just keep it unlisted because I just really wanted it for myself. But I figured that someone else in the world could probably use these words because I know for sure that I'm not going to be the only one going through this right now. And I know for sure that it might not be the last time that I need to hear these words. So figured, maybe I could help out someone else in the world while also helping myself out in the future in the next coming months. Regardless, this is now my 6th time recording this video because every other time I've teared up too much and decided to cut the video and delete it. Let's not shoot for 7 here and let's just upload this one. I'm probably going to name this video something along the lines of Life Sucks because I want to attract you, the person that is clicking on the video agreeing with the title that life does suck. And this is actually a very misleading title because life does in fact not suck. It's just the way that you are viewing it. So recently, I'm gonna get real personal here. I had a pretty big hiccup in the end of June where everything in my life felt very temporary for a very specific night. And I'm not going to go into details because a lot of people that have been in my life for the past couple years, I think they're still subscribed to this YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, hi. Anyways, the end of June, I had a pretty big moment in my life where everything just kind of felt temporary. And it was literally like the last week of June, or one of the last days of June. Just everything felt temporary. Everyone in my life just felt super temporary. I felt very temporary. And that was a very scary night, scary drive back to my house, very scary everything. And looking back on it, I can sit here, a couple of weeks later, and I thank the universe so much for not letting that night go how I wanted that night to go in that moment. And obviously, hindsight is 2020, no shit. But when I look back, I think like, wow, so much life has happened within 3 weeks. And not all of it has been good, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't be making this video, but I'm still very grateful that I'm here making this video, breathing, eating good food, trying my best every day, just going day by day. And that was really the first big moment in my life where I felt like that, and it was super scary. And that's kind of when I knew that I have pushed off my mental health too much and for too long, and I've pushed off a lot of habits, a lot of patterns, a lot of just things in my life, and I've just put them to the side and just chose to be happy. And I think if you're sitting here and you saw this video in your recommended or wherever you saw it and you agreed with the title, then you are in the exact same trap that I was in for the past 2 to 5 years of my life, where I just sat there and I said, you know what, life sucks and I have these major issues and I'm clearly like pushing off my mental health, but I don't care. I'm going to choose to be happy. And I think it's perfectly fine, choose to be happy, but I think you're just pushing off the issues and you're prolonging your actual genuine happiness. Because the longer that you push off a lot of these bad habits, patterns, whatever else, these really strong mental issues, the longer you push those off, the longer you go without being truly happy, because those things linger, and they linger really, really, really hard, and they linger in the worst moments as well. There will be times where you will be fully happy for a full day, and the second that you sit back down, you go home, you go in your room, you go to lay down for bed, that's when everything starts dogpiling on you, and that's when you start feeling it again. And I'm telling you that those issues do not go away until you address them. And something that I saw recently on TikTok was you can't keep pushing away your emotions. You need to sit there and you need to self-reflect on what they're trying to teach you rather than trying to solve it. I don't think everything needs to be solved. I think sometimes you just feel sad, and I think sometimes you just feel fucking angry. And I think sometimes you just feel depressed. I think sometimes you just don't have motivation to fucking get up and go to the gym or go fucking play basketball or go do something. I think some days you just want to sit and rot. And I think that's completely okay. But I think you need to sit there And you need to wonder, why do I feel like that today? What is causing me to feel like that today? Is this just a normal, I need to be isolated type of day? Or is this a deeper, hey, I think there's something fucking wrong with me type of day? I'm saying this with a lot of anger and a lot of regret and a lot of heavy self-reflection, where I can sit here and I can say that, dude, do not keep fucking pushing these things off. Mental health isn't an excuse for everything. It's definitely an explanation for a lot of things, but it's not an excuse. And I don't think anybody can sit there and say, oh, I didn't do this specific thing because I fucking was sad, or oh, I couldn't do whatever else because I didn't have the motivation to. I think it's an explanation as to why you couldn't do certain things, but you can't sit there and keep excusing it and prolonging it and pushing it off and choosing to be happy, because you're choosing artificial happiness, not actual, genuine, deep happiness. When you get home after a night out and you feel empty, that means you're pushing off something. When you get home and you feel fulfilled, like you had an actual good time with people, and you come home and you're still loving yourself and you're still sitting there and saying, yeah, I'm happy with how today went, and I'm happy that I'm alone right now, and I'm happy that I have myself right now. I think that's great. But for the people that are sitting there wondering, why do I feel so empty when I'm around people? Why do I feel so temporary? Why does everything around me just feel so temporary? You need to sit there and you need to stop pushing off your emotions, and you need to sit there and you need to register why you're feeling that way, because there's a deep rooted issue in the way that you're feeling that you have not been acknowledging. And I'm saying this was all off the dome. I have zero script for any of what I'm saying in this video, but a lot of it is coming from a very deep rooted anger and hatred for a lot of the things that I've done, a lot of just myself and the way that I've allowed myself to think about life and where it's led me. I'm naming this video Life Sucks because that's how I feel right now. And I know that it doesn't always suck. It just sucks right now. But it's because I've been prolonging and pushing off so many issues. And I hope that the person that this reaches also agrees with the title that, yeah, life sucks, but is also able to recognize that it doesn't suck forever, first of all, and your life is not temporary to yourself or anyone else. And third, that there is probably other deep-rooted issues that you have just been avoiding that makes you think life sucks. I've been going on walks recently, and there's a park near me, and sometimes when I like go around the park, I'll look at kids just having fun and like screaming, chasing each other, fucking doing whatever they do. And all I can think is like, wow, they have so much life ahead of them, and so much tough shit is about to come their way, and they have no fucking idea. They have no idea. They just think that they're playing tag right now. But in 5-10 years, they're going to be sitting here saying that life fucking sucks. Something that I wish that I could have told myself, and that I wish this helps just someone else in the world, whoever's watching this video that clicked on the life sucks video. I wish I could just tell them and tell myself and tell myself fucking 5 years ago, hey, I know you're struggling, but you need to break the cycle now. And if you don't, you're going to be sitting here making this fucking video after some of the worst weeks and months of your fucking life this year. And you're going to be sitting here thinking, why is life doing this to me? Like, why is it sending me this way? When in reality, it was myself, and I've just been pushing off so much shit. And it's finally just kind of blown up and sent me on my ass. I think it's really easy to get stuck in patterns. I think it's really easy to get stuck in your habits. And I think it's really easy to say life sucks when you're surrounded by a lot of shitty things. And I think it's really easy to say that life is amazing when you're actively ignoring really shitty things. Life seems amazing because you're actively ignoring the issues that you've been running away from. And unfortunately, I know the DMs and the people that are going to reach out to me and the comment, I can literally foreshadow everything that I'm probably going to see on my phone after uploading this video. But you need to find something to break those cycles, because the longer that you push it off, the longer you'll go being unhappy and registering it as being happy, because you're just fucking pushing off issues and you're not actually addressing them. You're not sitting there recognizing, hey, why am I sad? Why do I feel like this? What is wrong with me? And really doing the self-reflection that you need to do. You can't go day by day accepting that you're sad but choosing to be happy. You need to break that cycle. You need to go and live life. When I had that hiccup at the last couple days of June, I had that hiccup, and all I can think about now is how much of life that I have lived in the past couple weeks from then to this point. And all I can think about is like, holy shit, what am I gonna miss if I did, if my road ended that day? And what would I have missed in the next month, in the next 2 months, in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years? And I'm just sitting there thinking like, yeah, life sucks right now, but it won't always suck. But I can't sit here and keep pushing off issues and expecting this different result in fucking a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I've been struggling with mental health issues for the past 4 or 5 years. And it only took until this year, 2025, on New Year's Day, for me to fucking register that, hey, it's starting to get a little too bad. And I'm starting to fall out of myself. And hey, it's also affecting the people around me and a lot of people that I love. So you need to do something to snap out of it and break that pattern before you end up hurting people that you really love. Damn, fuck, this is a tough video to make, but I'm doing a lot better on the 6th run than the first 5. Something that I wish someone had just told me was to really focus more on yourself. That doesn't mean to push off people that you love or push away family members or friends or whatever to focus on yourself. Don't go radio silent. Don't go and isolate yourself. That's what I'm trying to get at. But you need to focus on yourself, and you need to focus on what your body and your mind is trying to tell you. When you think of, being happy or being sad or whatever, just going day by day, some days feel like 1 step forward, other days feel like 2, 3, 4, 5 steps back. Sometimes you just need to move left and right. And I think that is just something that I and a lot of other people have forgotten, where, hey, you don't need to sit there and just keep trudging through these staircases with cracks and chips and different fabrics or liquids that make you fucking slip and fall, 5, 10 steps back every day. And you don't need to keep doing that. You can change and turn left, and you can grab a railing, and you can choose a path that has less chips in it. Further down the line, it might have a bigger chip than the one from the middle that you've stepped away from. So what do? You just pivot again, and you go back to the middle where it's just you and yourself, and you have no one, and that's completely okay too. But it's a lot fucking easier to just go left and right than to keep trudging on this middle path that has all these rocks and chips and different fabrics and fucking whatever else. Sometimes you literally just need to change the habits, and you need to break that pattern of just trudging. And sometimes you need to turn left and right and grab onto the railing and accept the help that you need and stop prolonging the issues, because that path is a lot easier and a lot quicker to actually being happy, and you'll stop pushing away the people that you love and the people that you care about. And I think that looks different for everyone. I think for me, myself, I'm not going to go into details, obviously, because a lot of people that are or were in my life might still be subscribed to this YouTube channel. So I'm not going to go into details for their sake. But I think a lot of what it comes down to is just changing your patterns and your habits. Something that I neglected for a long time was feeling like I was a shitty friend to a lot of my friends. And I've even told them, if they were on this video, they could fucking back me up on it too. I've literally said to them, hey, I feel like I'm a shitty friend, and I have been for the past year or 2 years or whatever. Somewhere that I lost myself was I just stopped using that railing from them, where they asked me all the time, hey, how are you? Are you okay? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I would just say, yeah, I'm fine. And I just kept pushing off the issues because it was so much easier to just choose to be happy than to sit there and recognize, hey, I'm fucking sad, and hey, I need help. And I can't just keep pushing off all these really, really deep-rooted issues in my life. and then expecting a different outcome a year or 2 years or 3 years from now. So the main point of this video and this video title is not only to attract the people that feel like life sucks, which is how I feel right now, but tell you guys that life sucks right now, and you need to change that wording. Because yes, life sucks right now, and you need to finish that sentence, and you need to change whatever is making you feel like life sucks. Even when you're happy, even when you think that you're happy, even when you're choosing every day to be happy, that's perfectly okay. Happiness is definitely a choice, but it can also be a feeling, and it's a lot better when it's a feeling and not just a choice. Because I wake up every day choosing to be happy, and it is so fucking exhausting to choose to be happy. And the only way to break out of this cycle of thinking that life sucks, or oh, the world is against me, why can't the universe just do what I want to do? What are you doing to make sure that you are doing what you need to do? Are you sitting there pushing off issues for months, for years? Or are you sitting there and trying to not solve the issue, but understand why you feel that way? Because once again, choosing to be happy is super easy. You can choose to be happy. I can say that I'm fucking happy. When my friends reached out to me, I can say that I'm fine. You can always do those things, but are you actually fine? Do you feel fine? And I think that's a very big difference that I never really understood until, unfortunately, I got knocked on my fucking ass. Life does genuinely suck, and it's supposed to. And I think it's completely okay that life fucking sucks, because the same way that I look at these kids at the park and think, wow, they have it so easy. They have, they're just, ignorance is bliss, and they're just so happy and joyful. The same way, 10 years from now, when I'm 21 right now, when I'm 31, I'm going to be thinking, wow, when I was 21, life was so fucking easy, and I thought I had it so hard, and I thought my life was fucking ending, and I thought the world was going to fucking crumble below me. And it definitely feels like that, and that's fine, but I need to sit here, and you need to sit here, and you need to understand why it feels like that. And is it because you've been pushing off so many issues for so long? I think the biggest piece of advice that I can give for anyone who clicked on this video or saw the title and agreed with it, that yeah, life does fucking suck, like I hate my life, I hate everything that's happening, is your life, first of all, is not temporary. Your staircase doesn't have to end. Your road doesn't have to end. It doesn't have to end on a random night where you feel like everything is temporary. You can keep going, and you can sit there a couple weeks from then and sit there and be like, wow, that would have been the worst mistake and the last mistake of my entire fucking life. And I'm so happy that it didn't happen that way. I can think back on that night, and I can look at myself now, and so much of life has happened, and I deserve to see that life, and you deserve to see that life. You deserve the happiness that you want. I deserve the happiness that I want, but you cannot sit there and say that life sucks. Everyone has their issues, but the most important thing is that you're here today, you're watching this video, and you understand that yes, life sucks, but I've lived through this before. I lived through it yesterday. I lived through it a week ago. I lived through it on the last couple of days of June. Every time my life felt like my life was crumbling, I've come back and I've crawled out of it. The most important thing is to recognize what has caused me to either push off those issues, ignore those issues, what has caused me to be here right now, what has caused me to feel this way, what has caused me to feel like my life is ending, what has caused me to feel like life sucks, instead of trying to solve it. You don't need to be the solution for every single issue in your life. Sometimes you just need to understand it so you can prevent it for the next time. Once again, it's a lot easier to say you're happy, but it's a lot better to feel like you're happy. Speaking from life experiences from the past month, 2 months, I can tell you full-heartedly, it is much more important that you sit there and attack those issues and stop pushing them off. I can full-heartedly sit there and tell you that it will fucking blow up so badly in your face the longer that you push it off. And sometimes you just need something to break that cycle. You need to break a couple habits. You need to break one habit, and you need to remember that life just sucks right now, but it cannot, and you need to make sure it will not suck in the next month, 2 months, year, 2 years, 5 years. You do not want to keep feeling like this, and you need to do something to break that cycle. That being said, I love you guys. Your life is not temporary, and your life sucks, but it just sucks right now, and it won't suck forever, and it won't suck 3 weeks from now. It won't suck fucking a week. It won't even suck tomorrow. You just won't know. But I can promise you that it's worth living through.